Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Binbond 1727. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Pangino Adriatic with the algae stone dial, and Grogo's wearing my Stallion Heart Ocean 1 titanium. Grogo said he read a book about a bunch of rabbits looking for a new home, and they mistakenly made one in one of Watto's old ships that the New Republic is using for target practice on a firing range. It's called Watto Ship Get Down. All right, let's take a look at the watch. Did not come in a box. A box would have just added money. So, don't need a box anyway with watch like this. Just wrap it in some bubble wrap, stick it in a bubble envelope, and then I can ship it. But not bad looking. Another Binbond on my channel, and another PE 90 power small second chronograph Daytona homage with dual indices and a fake moon phase at the 24-hour subdial. In fact, I've already reviewed the very similar Oliv's 2875 and almost identical Podagar 628 diode. This is an homage to the precious metal Rolex Daytona on the Oyster Flex bracelet. There's nothing precious about this Binbond, and the strap is silicone. I paid $11 for this before the end of de minimis, and now it's going for $14.78, which is quite an increase percentage-wise, but still not a ton of money. This watch comes in 4 different colorways. I chose the rose gold with the rose gold dial. If you like the rose gold, you can also get the black dial. If you like the chrome plated in place of Rolex white gold, you can have silver or black dial. The watch is 43.2 millimeters at the bezel, which barely overhangs the case. It's 51.3 millimeters lug to lug. It's 11.6 millimeters thick. Has a 22 millimeter leg width, which tapers down to 20 at the buckle, and weighs 81 grams on the supplied silicone strap. The bezel's ceramic, or at least I think it's ceramic. It's definitely not aluminum or anything like that. And it's got pretty good writing on it. The white is there's a lot of contrast to it. So I like the bezel. The font's nice and bold. Then we have the dial. We have the Binbond name and logo up top. And it's kind of hard to see. Then it says chronograph. Then it says water 30 meters. Oh yeah, it also says genuine product. So this is a genuine Binbond. Then we have a pretty good sunburst effect. I like the dial. I think the color matches the case pretty good. And then we have the indices, and they got these faux jewels here, except for at the 15, the 30, and the 45. And then we have the hands. We have fence post minute in our hand, and then we have a running second hand. Then we have a date at the 4:30. I like having a date at the 4:30. A real Daytona doesn't have a date, so sometimes a Daytona homage will leave off the date, but I'd rather much have a date. I never know what day of the month it is. Then we have the subdials. The bottom subdial is the small second chronograph, and just press the top one, and it starts ticking once a second. There are no sub-seconds. Then the bottom one, you get a fast rewind. You do not get an instant snapback because this is not a Mecha Quartz. Then the right subdial is the 24-hour hand, kind of unnecessary. And as you can see, we have the sun there. So basically, you get a sun in the day and you get a moon at night. So this is not a true moon phase. It's just kind of a little decorative. And then the left subdial is the minute counter of the chronograph. Then we have an unsigned push-pull crown. And crown action seems to be decent enough. But it is kind of loose. And then when you go to set it, sometimes you get a minute hand jump, sometimes you don't. Just kind of, that one had jumped pretty good. So you just have to be careful when you set it. See that one, it didn't jump at all then. So just hold the crown and be really careful, and you might be able to set it accurately. Then we have the pushers. These are not screw down pushers. This is strictly decorative. So these do not lock, and you only get 30 meters of water resistance. So if you are in the water with this thing, do not press the pushers. Then we have a flat mineral glass crystal. And then we have the case. The case is a plated alloy. And it's shaped nicely. These end links, though, are part of the case. They're not actual real end links. Then we have the case back. It says stainless steel, best metal bezel resistant. So I don't know if they borrowed this off of something else, because this is definitely not a metal bezel. And there is no model number, so this might have been borrowed. Underneath the case back is the PE90 chronograph movement. This is a small second chronograph movement, fairly common in small second chronograph watches in this price range. And the biggest thing about it, it doesn't have sub-seconds. Then we have the strap. The strap is silicone, and it's pretty good silicone. It's not all squishy and slick. And it's substantial. It's fairly thick. And it's comfortable. We have two keepers, and they're both floating. There's no little nibs there. No quick release, though. It would have been nice to have quick release. Then the notches are nice and close together. Buckle, though, as you can see, the carpet doesn't match the drapes. It would have been nice if we would have had a gold tone buckle to match. So if you want to buy a buckle off of AliExpress, it won't cost a lot of money. You can get a gold one there. You'll need a 20 millimeter. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. That looks nice. That wears nice. Even though this is a big watch, it sits nice and flat on the wrist. I have 4 notches left, so you can wear this 8.5, no problem. And only 3 notches going in, though. So 6 3/4 is about as best you can do on the other direction. Of course, you could always cut another notch. Here we are in the Lume room. Since it has dual indices, only the hands are loomed, and not very well at that. As we speed up the time, we see the major hands glowing green, but everything fades very quickly, and soon enough, both hands will be gone. This is poor Lume indeed. What do I like about this watch? It looks and wears nice. I like this gold tone dial. I think they did a good job with that. And I like this strap. It's a good quality silicone, and it's very comfortable, and it's long enough. What are my gripes and groans? The buckle doesn't match the case. The Lume is just downright horrible. It would have been nice if we had quick release on this strap. Do I recommend this watch? Sure, even with the recent price increase, it still isn't a lot of money, and it doesn't look bad. You might want to buy a 20 millimeter buckle, though, if you get a gold version. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Binbond 1727, and I will be back with a review or unboxing. I got something from AliExpress today, but let me see if I get another item, because I don't want to do a single on this one. I'd like to thank my Members' Choice members. There you are, all 6 of you. And once the latest Members' Choice review goes live for everybody, I'll put the other Members' Choice watch up. I'll put the most recent Members' Choice watch up for sale. And once that sells, I'll go ahead and put up another vote. Bye.